Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the Isupk like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the Isupk. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Oh, hey, I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, put through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she gotta be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the back bend. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Don't use some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some rank. I will never take up as a flex. When the law with your ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in the with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian, we ain't just talking shit. But we living in it, we be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Rapping it, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the group with the slide on. Real, I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Beretta. Qadash. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey. That's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LA. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gonna draw, trying to curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a roller. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gunshot. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? Hope one West, go to war with everybody. I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Now ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died. Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean?
Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I get it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney swings. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Shabarakatah. Salaki Barakatham to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Alatham, Bahashem, Yahweh, Shah to all the sisters. This is Priest and Officer Rawam Yala. This is the Isupk Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. Okay. So I know it's been a minute, so we're gonna get right back into it with the A through Z with the Hebrew words. We're gonna start every class it's like we're gonna start this class like we do with every class, going over the characters. So let me pull this screen up. Okay, y'all let me know if y'all can see that good. If you can't, you can put a 1 in the chat. But I'm gonna start off by going through these characters. And mind you, the Lashawan Qadash is right to left. All right, right to left. Now it's lucky for that. All right, should be back in business. All right, this is not like the English, right? Which goes from left to right, the Lashawan Qadash, which is your, holy tongue is what it means. You understand? And it goes from right to left. Okay. So if you, let me see if I can show this out. Because I don't know why it be blurry. All right. So these are your characters. Up here at the top where you see my cursor at, this is called the Paleo Hebrew, right? This is the Paleo. I'm scoot it over here so I can have some room to write. This is the Paleo. Right here where my cursor is, this is the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? Assyrian is more of a modern style. Hebrew is more like fancy almost. So it will be the cursive of English, right? All right. So we're gonna start off with I'm gonna go with the first 5 characters, and we're gonna do them all the way to the end, right? All right, our first character is Ah. Okay, Ah. Second character, right, is Ba. Okay. Our third character, right, is God. All right. Fourth character is Da. Now, mind you, this is the Paleo Hebrew. Okay. It's the Paleo. So we got Ah, Ba, Ga, Da, right? And the fifth is Ha. Now, right up under here, right, I'm going to write them in the Assyrian, okay? I'm going to write it in Assyrian. Okay, that's Ah. That's Ba. That's Ga. Da. All right. And Ha. Okay. So you got Ah, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha. The Paleo is in the blue. The Assyrian is in the red. Okay. If you got any questions, you can put them in on the chat. Also, you will see in the chat the link, right? This link is for you to click on and sign in. A sign in is required for any credit for the ISUPK benefits, including your Hebrew name, all right? So what you want to do, you want to click on that link. It's going to take you to a Google document, right? You're going to fill that out. If you are a brother, Salaki, if you are a student, right, meaning you do not have a Hebrew name, you will fill this out. You will put your name in there, right? You will put that you sign. Well, of course, you're signing in the class, right? And that will go as a credit to you, right? So after your 90 days into the school, you will receive a Hebrew name. You understand? And you should do that with every class that you watch, not just the Lashawan Qadash. Okay? All right, let me get this off the board. All right, so we had I, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha. Our next character, right, is Wa. Okay, Wa. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Assyrian right up under it as we go. Okay, Wa. All right, our next character, right, is Za. Za. Okay, Za is written like this in the Assyrian. Kind of look like a funny T, or almost like a wishbone as well, right? In a way. All right, our next character, okay? It's Kha. Kha, okay? You want to pronounce both A's when you're pronouncing this character. Kha, okay? Just like that. Then you have Ta. All right. So you got Wa, Za, Kha, Ta. Okay. Next character is Ya. It's written just like this. Just like that. Okay. All right, so we can get this off. All right, so far we had A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, and Ya. Right? Our next character is Ka. Ka. Okay? It's not Ka, right? Where you will pronounce the A's with emphasis, right? But just Ka. Ka. K-A. Okay? In the English. K-A. In English. All right. Now, Ka, right, in the Assyrian, has two characters. It has two characters in the Assyrian, right? One character will you be finding in the beginning of a word, right? So you will find this character at the beginning of a word. This character will be in the middle or the end of a word that's in Assyrian, okay? All right, next we have La. La, okay? La is written just like that. Remind you, Paleo is at the top in the blue, right? While Assyrian is at the bottom. This is Assyrian. Okay. Next we have Ma Slaki. Okay, just like that. All right. So just like Ka, Ma also have two characters. Slaki. So you got Ma, that's the first character you will be finding in the beginning of a word, right? And this bottom character you will find at the middle or at end of a word. Okay, just like that. All right, so our next character, right, is Na, right? And Na as well, right, has two characters. Just like that. And you will see that Na and Ka are similar as far as the Assyrian goes, right? But the difference is that Ka, right, when you're writing the Assyrian for the first character, it's a little bit longer than the first character for Na, right? Also with the bottom character is also a little bit longer from the bottom character with Na as well, right? And that's how you depict the two, okay? So you got Ka, La, Ma, Na, right? And Sa. All right. Now, Sa also, right? You don't want to confuse Sa, right? The bottom character for the Assyrian character for Sa, right? With the bottom character for Ma, which is the second character that you will find in the middle or end of a word, right? These are two fairly different characters, right? This one here is more like a boxed out shape, and this one here is more like an oval or a round shape, right? But it still has that little, you know what I'm saying, that little line coming out from it to that doesn't make a flush circle, right? And this doesn't make a flush square, right? Because of that line that sticks out from it, okay? So you want to note that and you want to remember that. Because when you're finding words in Assyrian, it can be tricky. All right. So far we had A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa. All right. Our next character is simply I. Okay. I. And it is a flush circle in the paleo. Okay. In the paleo. It's a flush circle. Okay. Now, when you write it in the Assyrian, right, it looks like almost a Y in the English alphabet, but it's not. Okay. All right. Our next character is Pa. Pa. Okay. Okay, now that first character in the Assyrian Fapa, when I'm circling with my cursor, right, looks like an upside down G, right? That's what it looks like, an upside down G. And it also has a second character, right, that identifies it, right? So this character will be found at the end or in the middle of a word. Okay. So next we have Tazah. Okay. All right. And also with Tazah, right? In the Assyrian, of course, it looks like a Y, but it's also not. And you don't want to confuse that top character, right, for the Assyrian with the top character in the Assyrian for I. Okay. They look fairly different. So what you want to do is you want to select it. See, you can help yourself to a refreshment inside it. As far as a drink, I have some potato chips right here in that box right there. You can help yourself to as well. Let me see about putting this on the screen. Go ahead, sir. What's that? Okay, no, it's the water for that. I'm getting the water. Yeah, that's Tuara. You can see that screen?
Kind of. I don't have the paper. I kind of got off.
All right, that's what I got you.
I got a kind of a funny story to tell you all.
All right, no sweat. If you could, Bob, for sure, hold it until the end of the class for me. We're still live.
Okay.
No sweat. You can just kind of oh, boom. Here you go, right here. All right, you got a pen? See if this work out for you. Come on, cause that's probably the best I can do for right now. Back to clear. All right. So if you can see that on that screen, we went through I all the way to right now. We're on to Zah. I've been doing them by the sequence of 5, right? So we went over Abba, God, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, to Za, right? And that's what we're on right now. So we're on that second character in the Assyrian for Tazah, right? And I'm explaining how the first character identifies or is similar, right? And to the I also in the Assyrian. Okay. Now I'm writing this second character, which falls under the Assyrian as well, and it would only be found like this first character right here that you see me circling. It will be found at the beginning of a word in the Assyrian, right? And this second character that I'm about to write will only be found at the middle or the end of a word in Assyrian. It's written like that. All right. The next character, right? This is Paleo, and I'm writing in the first characters are all in Paleo. All the blue characters are in Paleo. All right, it's called Paleo. This is Qua. Okay. And Qua in the Assyrian is written like this. Kind of looks like a P. Okay. Then we have Ra. All right. And Ra in the Assyrian is written like that. Okay. I'll give you a second to write those down. Good. All right, so I'm gonna get these off real fast. All right, so our last two characters, right, is Sha. Got Sha. And it looks like in the Paleo, it looks like a W. Right? In the English. All right. So you got Sha. And then in the Assyrian is written like this. Also looks like a W. Now, last character is Tha. All right. Now, Syrian is written like that. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the board for you, so it'll be easy for you to see than watching on this screen, right? All right, and now we're gonna have these characters. And what I want y'all to do online, right? Although I'm going to make this smaller. Let's see if I could, right? No, that wouldn't be right. But look, y'all can just follow me on the board, right? I'm gonna turn this camera around. Okay. And remove this. Just like that. And we're gonna get on this board real fast. All right. 1 second to get this off the board. I'll go over these words. Y'all have to write that down. That's on the board. All right, so this is part 2 of the characters from Salaki. It's part 3. No, it's part 2. Salaki. Part 2 of the characters from A through Z, just Hebrew words, random Hebrew words, or everyday use Hebrew words that you will always find, either that we're using, some similar like the water, yonder bar. What you got? You got shaman, which means oil, right? Different words, right? So we're going from A through Z, okay? And I'm going to write them down, and then I'm going to show you how to break them down in the paleo, okay? I really like to deal with paleo because paleo is simpler. You understand, Assyrian is more difficult, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the characters, okay? So you can practice the Assyrian with the chart that we have online, or if you need the chart, I can always email you that chart. Okay. All right. So with a word like coffee, right? coffee. Okay. Coffee in the Hebrew is kopah. Kopah. Y'all let me know on the online if y'all can see that. Okay. I kind of see it starting to be blurry. So let me come out a little bit. All right. Kopah. Kopah is coffee. Okay. So the way you will write this, right? This is English, right? This is Hebrew to English. This is transferred from Hebrew to English. Right? And this is just Paleo. Paleo Hebrew. Okay. I mean from English to Hebrew, which is the middle. It's like okay. So our first character, right, is qua. And unlike the English or the English to Hebrew, right, that goes from left to right. The Paleo goes from right to left. So this first character is qua, right? Just like that. Okay. Qua. All right. So this is going from right to left. This is going from left to right. All right. So that's our first character. Our second character, right, is pa. Pa. All right. Then we see the H here, right? And you don't see the A at the end, which would make it ha, right? But that doesn't mean you don't still write it. Okay. You still write the ha. The only thing different is that you connect the pa and the ha together, which makes it quapa. Okay. Qua, pa, and ha, but quapa. Okay. It's not quapa ha, but quapa. The pa and the ha is conjoined together, right? It's connected. All right. Our second word, right, is simply cold. Cold, right? And that is pronounced quar in the Hebrew. Okay. And you will write it like this, right? The first character is qua, of course. And then you see the ra or the R right there, right? Which makes it ra. And that lets you know that you will conjoin that together as well. Okay. Then you have a simple word like come. Like come here. Come. Okay. Come is ba'ah. Ba'ah in the Hebrew. Okay. And to write it in the Paleo, our first character being ba, right? And our second character is ah. Okay. You see, both characters are written out. So therefore, neither one of these characters are joined together as far as pronunciation. So you will have a disconnection and another disconnection, right? Next, we have command, right? Which is tazawa. Tazawa, okay? Means command, all right? We'll simply break this down. You see Taza, right? It's one character, okay? Let me number these so you don't get confused. So you got Taza, you see Wa, all right? All right, Wa. And then you have that lingering H again. So that lets you know what? That Ha is written there as well. And you connect that Wa and the Ha. You disconnect the Taza. All right. Next, you got companion. This is number 5, right? And companion is Khabar. Khabar. All right. Khabar. All right. So we know that Kha is a character, right? So we're gonna write that. Okay. We see Ba right here. Okay, we're gonna write that Ba. Then we have that lingering R again, right? So we know that Ra is in there. And we know that it's connected with the Ba. Just like that. Go ahead. Yeah. You can scoot up. Oh, you can see it on the screen right there? All right, don't sweat. Yeah. You can scoot up so you can see it. All right. I think I can squeeze one more down here. All right. So our 6th word, right, is like conductor. And the conductor is simply like a chief musician, right? All right. Conductor as in chief musician, right? And it is Manatazak. Manatazak. Okay? Manatazak. We're gonna break this down. Don't look it's not as difficult as it looks, right? So you got Ma as our first character. Okay. You see Na here as well. So you're gonna put the Na. All right. You also see the Taza. Okay. So you want to put the Taza. Then you see this CH, right? What character has that CH in it? Kha, right? So you're going to put that as well. And you're going to connect the Kha and the Taza, right? You're going to disconnect the Na and the Ma. And then you get Mana Tazak. Mana Tazak. Just that simple. Okay? So you got coffee, you got cold, you got come, as in come here, right? You got command, as in tell somebody or instructing somebody what to do. An instructor, right? Or a commander, right? Companion, just like a loved one. You understand? A brother's rib, or you know what I'm saying, a rib's husband, a sister's husband. All right. Then you got conductor, as in a chief musician, right? Kwapa, Kwar, Ba'a, Tazawa, Khabar, Manatzazak. Okay. Got them down now? All right, no split. Our next word is conquer. Conquer, right? And conquer is y'all aitazah. Y'all aitazah. Y'all aitazah. So you got Yah, right? We're gonna break this down simple. It's not difficult, right? You got Yah, right? See that W there, right? You don't see the A, so you know Y is there, right? You also know that Yah and Y is connected, which makes the y'all sound. Y'all, y'all. Then you got I, right? I is there. All right. Then you have left to za. Okay. Just that simple. Y'all I to za. Y'all to za. Y'all I to za. Okay. Cow, right? Is para. Okay. Para. Okay. Tell you something funny about para, right? Also, para means fruit, right? Or fruitful. You understand? Go ahead. You got a question? It's going out. Salak, you got a phone? How to use your phone if that's wild. And what I would do is take a picture. Once I'm done writing all of them, just take a picture. Be simple for you anyway. All right. But then you want to practice when you get home. You want to write it out on paper. All right. So para also means fruitful, right? Or fruit. Okay. But in this context, it means cow, right? So how you would write that? Okay. You got pa, of course. You got ra, of course. Okay. And you got the H. So you know that ha is there. All right. So you know the ra and the ha is connected, and the pa is disconnected. Just like that. Next we have create. Create. All right. We all know what create mean. Okay. But in the Hebrew, it is bara. Bara. Let me number it again. All right. So you see the ba, of course. Okay. And you also see the ra. It's very simple. Both of them are disconnected. None of these characters are connected to each other. Ba, ra. This is real simple, man. Once you get the concept of it, you understand, and you know how to break down the word. Once it's broken down in the, once it's written in the English Hebrew, right? Meaning this version, and you just look at the characters. If you know how to identify the characters or write the characters in Paleo, then it's gonna be simple for you to break it down and write it in Paleo. Okay. So the fourth word, right, is cry. Cry. And it is pronounced Tazarak in the Hebrew. Tazarak. All right. Again, it's not that difficult as it looks, right? You got Tazak. All right. You got Ra. Okay. And you got that CH. All right. That CH. Only character that begins with CH, right? Or have CH in it is Cha. Cha. So you right there. It lets you know that the Ra and the Cha is connected. Just like that. Remember, these are your disconnections. This is disconnection. And this is a connection. All right, this next word, right? It's curse. Curse. Okay. Arar. Arar. Okay. Again, it's simple to break down. Okay, you got your ah. You got ah. You good. You two up. You got ra. Okay. And you got another R right there, right? So you're going to write ra again. Okay. And you're going to connect them. Just like that. I might can squeeze another 6 one down here. All right. And this 6th word, right, is cut. Just cut. Like you cut something. Curse. All right. Like we don't use the same words as we will use them in the English, right? So the curse, right, would not be like a curse word, like, you know what I'm saying, the B word or the F word, or you know what I'm saying. Curse would be simply, I hope you die. All right. It's a curse. Or you perform a ritual type of ordeal, right? It's any type of witchcraft. It's like a curse, right? You can curse your money if you don't pay your tithes. You understand? You don't give the Lord his 10%. You know what I'm saying? All you start to see that you'll run into a lot of problems once you start to get income. You get what I'm saying? You curse your own money. You get what I'm saying? So it's a different context, right? The context that we call cursing in modern times or under oppression, right? It's pretty much just profane language. All right. So you want to remember that. Okay. All right. So this is kara, which is cut. Cut. Like you would cut something open. You understand? Cut your finger, whatever. All right? Cut, karaf. All right? So you got your ka, like that. Okay? You see the ra. Okay? See that TH lingering, right? TA is for what? Tha. Tha. Okay? That lets you know that ra and tha is connected. Just like that. I got a few more. Okay. Get these off. You got that picture? Took your picture? I would do the board if I was you. Kind of like zoom in. You can zoom in. All right, now we got damage. I'm trying to write as many as I can real fast. Trying to. All right, so we got damage, right, which is chabal. Chabal. We have darkness, which is chashak. Chashak. We have dark skinned, right, which is qadar. Now this is like really like just pretty identifying something. Like the tense of qadar. Like Solomon said in first chapter, fifth verse. Behold, I am black but comely. You know what I'm saying? And he was describing his blackness as black as the tints of Qadar. Qadar is a color, all right? Like a real dark you know what I'm saying, black color. You understand? Meaning you're fairly dark skinned, real dark skinned, real black. All right. Daughter, which is Banach, all right? Day, your woman. Death, my wife, all right? And debate, Rawab. Okay. We're gonna break all these down. Okay. So we got Chabal, right? So you got Cha, right? You got Ba, okay? And you got that La or the L right there, which is for La, Salaki. Okay. And that lets you know that the Ba and the La is connected and the Cha is not. All right. Next, we got Hashak. Hashak. Okay. Got that Cha again. All right. You see the Sha as well. So you're going to write the Sha. All right. And then you see that lingering K for Ka. Not Cha, but Ka. Right. So you're going to put that there. And that lets you know that the Sha and the Ka is connected. Okay. Dark skinned, we got Qadar. Right. This is simple. We're going to write Qua. We see the Qua there. We see the Da as well. Okay. And then we see that R. We know that that is Ra. Okay. And we also know that Da and Ra is connected. Okay. Now we have daughter or Banah in the Hebrew, right? So we got the Ba. Okay. Got Ba. See Ba there. We got Na. Got Na as well. And we see that TH. TH is for Tha. Right? That lets us know that Na and Tha is connected. All right. For day, right, we have Yawam. We went over these when we went over the calendar, the month, the day, you know what I'm saying, blase, blase, right? Year, okay? Yawam, okay? So we see the Ya there, right? So we're going to simply write the Ya. Okay. See Ya, we see Wa, okay? All right, Wa. And we see that lingering M, so we know that Ma is there. But that also tells us that Ma and Y is connected. All right. So for death, right, which is Mawaf. Mawaf. Okay. And there's also another word for death, so it depends on the context. Okay. So Mawaf, right? We see the Ma here, right? So we're gonna write the Ma. Okay. We also see Wa. So we're gonna write Wa. And we see that TH again. We know that that's lingering there because Tha is there. Okay. And we know that Ma and Wa, Tha and Wa is connected. And the Ma is disconnected. Okay. Just like that. So for debate, which is Rawab, right? Gonna break that down as well. We got the Ra there. So we're gonna write Ra. Okay, we got Wa. So we're gonna write Wa. All right, and we got that B. So we know that that Ba is there as well. And we know that it's connected with the Wa. All right, and the Ra is disconnected. It's just that simple, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see these words, as long as you can break it down into from the English to the Hebrew, right? Or, Salaki, we can break it down from the English to the Hebrew, you know, you can break it down to the Paleo. Let's say you see it in the Paleo first, right? You see this in the Paleo first? Well, just same way, you understand? You know, you're going from right to left, you write out all the characters, even if you don't know if they connect or not, right? And then you can do the research as far as to see how it's pronounced, and then you'll know where the connection goes. You understand? That's just how simple it is. You understand? Because if I didn't know that it was written out in the English, from the English to the Hebrew like this, right? I would write it out like that. Ka, ba, la, right? And then I would research. Well, what does damage mean in the paleo, right? And then when I find it, I would look at the pronunciation. Then I would know that the la is not pronounced all the way, all right? So it would be kobal or kabal, salaki. All right. All right, I'm gonna get this off. You want to take a picture of it, or you straight? We got just a couple more. Hey, on the bar. I did want to get into breaking down some of those Exodus scriptures, but it's blazing in here right now. We don't have AC working properly, so it's blazing right now. You hear me? I'm trying to. Me myself, I would have been able to deal with it, but we got the brother in here, so try to get him out of here. All right, so we got a few more. All right. These look difficult, right? But they're not. All right. Probably as far as pronunciation, but breaking them down from the English to the paleo, it's gonna be real simple, right? So we got Hawabwath, right? Hawabwath, right? Then we got Nagad, right? Then we got Tahawan, Salaki Tahawam, right? Then we got Sha'aisha, right? And then we got Hatazah Y'all, Hatazah Y'all, okay? So you got debts, declare, deep, delight, and deliver, okay? We're gonna break these down real simple, right? So boom, we know on the depths, right, with Kawabwat, right? It's like Kawabwat. Okay, you want to make sure you always pronounce them both A's so somebody know what you're talking about. Okay, so you got Ha, all right? Then you got Wa, all right? See that B there, so you know that Ba is there. Then you got Wa again, right? You see that TH, you know that Tha is there. So with the B, right, and you know that the Ba is there, you're going to connect the Wa and the Ba. And again with the TH, right, that Tha, you're going to connect the Tha with the Wa. That's simple. Nagad, right? Na-gad, or Nagad. Well, it's really pronounced Na-gad, Na-gad, okay? You got your Na here, okay? You got Ga. All right. And you got Da. All right. You don't know that the Da and the Ga, Salaki, the Da and Ga is connected, which makes Gad. Nagad, not Gad. All right. So for the second, which is the Hawam, you see Ta, of course. Okay. You got Ta. You got Ha as well. All right. You see Wa. So you're going to write Wa. And you got that M right there, right? So you know that Ma is there. And that makes that Wum sound because you're going to connect the Y and the Ma. And these two is disconnected. All right. Now this look difficult, but again, it ain't. Right? You got Shah here, right? So you're going to write Shah. You got I there, right? So you're going to write I, right? Then you see Sh, S-H, right? So you're going to write Shah again, right? But this lets you know that the I in the Shah is connected, right? These two is connected, right? And then you got I again, right? So you're going to write the I because that's not connected. Just like that. And then you got Hatazah, y'all. Hatazah, y'all. Hatazah and y'all. All right. So you got your Ha. All right. Then you got Tazah. Okay. You see Ya as well. All right. And then you got that lingering L, so we know that La is there, and we know that it connects with Ya, right? That's that simple. And that's going to wrap that up, you understand? We're going to do part 3 next week, you understand? We're going to try to get all the way to Z, okay? And then once we do that, right, I'm going to show you how we implicate these very words, like every word in the sentence, right? Sometimes we're going to use more than one of these words in one sentence, right? But I'm going to show you how to form a sentence using these words from A all the way down to Z. So if you don't have the ones before today, just go back on our classes until you find these, me breaking these down from the Hebrew words from A to Z, all right? With that, men of Israel, Amijam. Don't give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Amijam, Amijam Shabbat, Amijam Barak, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah, Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Sar, which means turn. We're going to face the sisters. Men of Israel, Amijam Shabbat, Amijam Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shamar
Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Class dismissed.
Yeah, Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Falling to rise no more. To rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's real every day what I see.